I'm saying, are you ready?
Hello and welcome. This is Live Relationship Advice with Shane
and Elaine.
And we are going to be here for the next hour discussing relationships and the pitfalls of dealing with the narcissist, recognizing the narcissist masquerade. And they can be exceedingly... They wear those masks exceedingly well and very, very deceptive. So, Lane, I think you can vouch for that.
Yes, absolutely.
I think we all can, really.
Usually if you've met one, you haven't forgotten them so readily.
Right. And they're absolutely, it's just... really bad. I mean, it's life-changing. I mean, not in a good way. When you have a brush with the narcissist, it's very much like having a brush with the devil. I mean, it's just it's not good. I mean, you are forever changed. It really makes you. It takes your trust. And makes you distrust just about everybody. I mean, to gain that trust back is next to impossible, right?
Right. And it's not just with the narcissist, it's with everybody.
Right.
And a lot of persons who have been with a true narcissist they'll usually display symptoms of PTSD, and that's post-traumatic stress disorder. It's just because psychologically they wrap you in such a web of deceit and lies and untruths and everything else. And they can be male or female. They don't have to be, strictly male or strictly female.
Right.
True narcissists are very rare. But once you've met one, and there's individuals that are attracted to narcissists because they're very strong individuals. They're definitely not for the weak. They'll choose two different types of persons that they're attracted to. Narcissists will either choose a person who is very vulnerable, or they'll choose a person that is very strong. The ones who are vulnerable, they think they're an easy target. And the ones that are confident and strong, it's all about their ego, conquering that person or breaking their spirit. Narcissists are very ego-filled. They're egocentric. They're selfish. They're self-centered. They're self-absorbed. They have a God complex about them. They constantly need praise and admiration. Usually they're in an authoritative position. Usually it's either, police, fire, clergy, people who are owners of businesses, CEOs, anybody in an executive position can be one. They like being in authoritative positions because that builds the trust. It makes them of importance. Others view them as being important. And they're a person who is in control of themselves, that other people are attracted to. And whenever you hear people talk about individuals in authoritative positions, it's always a profession first and someone of authority. And they do this because they are above being detected or above being caught, which is just a major falsehood. And I just want to say that where I get my information from. I hold degrees in business and in management. Do not hold degrees in psychology. We like the live relationship advice. We've been doing it for a while now. We took a break, a hiatus, but we're back. And it's just my own life experiences. Either I have personally experienced a narcissist. I generally do not mention names because I feel that is not proper protocol. Some people have asked, well, why do you do this? And it's to help other people identify narcissists. It helps other people in relationships, individuals who you just need somebody to talk to. We have an email that you can contact. You can contact Shane. You can contact myself. And it's just to help one another along in life, basically. There's a lot of people that you really can't talk to about it. But like Shane said, once you've experienced them, you really have a good understanding of what depths of a person will go to put up this facade, to put up this mask. They'll be the most perfect person that you have ever met. And, usually if something is too good to be true, if something is so perfect that comes into your life and this individual just completely rocks your world, either way, male or female, usually it's too good to be true. You'll start identifying certain key characteristics about them that we call red flags. And you just have to be vigilant. You just have to look out for those red flags.
Yes, because they are very, very just naturally, naturally skilled at with knowledge of the human psyche like no other. And they're just born that way, and as the years go by, they learn through experience how to exploit and how to manipulate people from childhood, I suppose. It just gets they hone their skills, they evolve, much like a person in boot camp or special ops training. It's like they are dead set on controlling everyone around them. And I guess the best way to spot a narcissist is when you see someone who does not spend time around people that are stronger or more powerful or in a more powerful position than they are. They always surround themselves seemingly with people that are lower than them, that they can look down on. And when I say lower than them, I'm not saying that myself. I'm saying that it will be people that they consider to be lower than themselves. And you can always tell, whether it be intelligence, appearance, financially, whatever.
It's lesser status or lesser socioeconomic or demographic background.
Exactly.
Because they're very self-entitled. They're very arrogant. They lack empathy for anyone else. They have this, you could call it, they're very cocky or manipulative, patronizing. They have this hero complex and a god complex. They're extremely jealous, and they're very arrogant, and they'll let you know.
Well, and with the jealousy, they're extremely jealous, but they don't necessarily show it. They don't necessarily show it at first. They're very cool, they're very calm, they're very collected, and they make you feel so calm, so cool, so collected that you're that you feel like you're in a dream because you actually are. It's actually a nightmare. It's that that they can't explode. They can't remove that mask until they have you. They've ingrained themselves within you, not ingrained themselves, but they have ingrained what they want you to believe they are, which is the lie. They want to ingrain that lie, that deception into you, so that no matter what they do, when you decide that you've had enough, the catch is you'll stay because you'll remember how they were in the beginning and you long for that. Let me tell you, that was nothing but a show. It was a lie. It was never true. It never existed. So, people say, well, men and women say, I wish we had what we had in the beginning. No, you don't, because you didn't have anything. Not with a narcissist. You just thought you did.
Right.
And that's sad. That's hard to accept.
They pull you into their ideologies about how the relationship should be. They slowly manipulate your mind, for lack of a better idea. They kind of snare you in a web of flattery mixed with, some of these are very powerful people and they're very financially well off, and some are not, but a lot of them are, and so they'll snare you that way, or they'll be so inviting, and you'll go to places and you'll travel and you'll experience, just life in general, and you may work, they may work, and it just gets to the point where everything is going along perfectly, and then all of a sudden they create a situation to where you start walking on eggshells with them, and then they start gaslighting you. And do you want to describe gaslighting?
Go ahead.
So it's like making you feel crazy, making you feel like
going to the extremes, and I'm talking about like purposefully setting you up, like Elaine said, to make you. I mean, this is evil, but I mean, it is to literally make you feel like you are in an alternate reality where up is down, right is left, and that is to break you down to where you don't even trust yourself, much less anybody else. Why is that? Because they want, it's like Elaine said, the hero complex. They want you to trust them and them only.
Right. And then they question everything that you do. And they want to know exactly where you are and who you're with and what you're doing. And you have this sense of loyalty to that individual because of the hero complex, because things were so perfect in the beginning. And this could be, it just depends on how fast that they want to take it. It could be just months in, or it could be weeks in. It just depends on how fast a narcissist wants to work.
That's another big sign of a narcissist, is they move very fast. They're very subtle. They don't take no for an answer. Now, there's a lot of good guys. I'm going to mainly talk about guys because, let's face it, most narcissists are guys.
And good girls.
And good girls, yes. But most time when a guy tells a girl, no, I mean, that's it, But, when you tell a guy no, well, we tend to kind of press the issue. But a narcissist goes above and beyond. They're not going to accept you saying no because they take it personally, as you have personally rejected them and they're a narcissist. They're all about themselves. So they can't comprehend. They cannot comprehend how you could say no to them. So therefore, they have to write that because they see it as a wrong, and they'll go to extreme lengths to do so. And that's where you get into stalkers and real nightmares. I'm talking like nightmare scenarios where my opinion of the ultimate nightmare is to be on the wrong side of a narcissistic hacker. Because let me tell you, your life's going to be a living hell. By the way, I respect all hackers out there. We are friends, okay? I respect you. I do not like narcissists, though. What I'm saying is that would be the ultimate nightmare. So,
but they act the way that they do to avoid their own insecurities. Is the big thing. Red flags are, from a female viewpoint toward a male, flags are saying I love you too quickly, I care for you too quickly, wanting to know about everything, your likes, your dislikes. They don't follow a natural order of things in like a traditional relationship. They're so fast to go from point A to point Z. But what they're doing is they're gaining information against you. And I say against you because that's what they're doing. They're setting you up for failure. They're not setting you up for success. They could care less about you. They could care less about the relationship. They're just in it for whatever they want to get out of it.
Absolutely.
And, they react so negatively toward any kind of criticism. And, if you say, look,
oh, yeah. Yeah, you do not criticize a narcissist at all. And that's a good test. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a very good test, is to say, like say, hey, baby, I just want to let you know my opinion on, like, if you could wear like a different shirt or blouse or whatever, or something just trivial, and see how they react. And usually, if you see powder coming out of their mouth from them grinding their teeth, or smoke coming out their ears, you'll know that that you're probably dealing with a narcissist, because they just cannot accept. They just can't comprehend how they could, be any better. I mean, that's right. What it boils down to.
And it's just because they view it as a personal attack, and it's not necessarily against them. You're just bringing up a point for the relationship to make it better or whatever. Or let's say that they do something that you don't like, or they say something that you don't like, or they actually will accuse you of cheating, or accuse you of what's another Shane?
Well, they accuse you of cheating, not because they think you're cheating. It's because they're projecting what they're doing in the relationship onto you.
Yes. Because
in their mind, how could they ever be wrong? Right. So it must be your fault. It has to be your fault, because they cannot do any wrong. And Elaine can tell you, and I'm not picking on you, Elaine. I love you, but I want you to tell, or to share if you want to, how that has been like a major factor with you. You've experienced that firsthand, to where you have been at home waiting and wondering and then you get accused. And how does that make you feel? Tell me if that doesn't make you feel guilty for something you didn't even do, and they know that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me feel, or it made me feel, absolutely horrible.
It's a mind trip.
Yeah, it's totally a mind trip. I mean, it was, let me preface it. I was in a relationship with a narcissist a few years ago, and it took everything in my power to stay in the relationship, but it also took everything in my power to identify he was a narcissist. It took everything to be able to realize, whoa, this is what I'm in. But it was friends like Shane and friends like Mona and other friends who were like, look, this person is doing this because when you're in that relationship, individuals have hope that that relationship will work and that you can move forward. And, you already have a mindset that it would work because he's, from male to female, female to male, he's already love bombed me, meaning, he was just a perfect person, intelligent and very well off and traveled places and went and did things. And it came to a point where, this individual was like, where are you at? What are you doing? Who are you with? I want pictures. I want pictures of you doing this in the picture. Yeah, that was a big one. You say that you're with your family. Are you sure you're with your family? Or are you with somebody else?
Hey, Patricia. Glad you joined us.
Awesome. Hi, Patricia. So, you sit there and you look at everything and it's like, what did I do wrong? Why? I'm just trying to be a good girl, a good partner in a relationship, and I get all of these things from him, and it's like, I can't do this. You start second guessing yourself. And that's the big key. Red flags are, and he told me probably about 4 months in that he loved me. And I was the perfect girl for him.
Yeah.
And that he, I was on a dating site at that time. I'm not going to mention which one. But he was like, I found you. And then later he told me, he said, I chose you out of all these other women because of the way that you looked. And I was just floored. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, once I got to know you, he's like, I just fell in love with you. And I'm like, okay. But that's a red flag. So going forward, it's like anybody who tells you that they love you, they may love your characteristics. They may love, what you bring to the table, so to speak, but they really don't know you, and you really don't know them. And it's only going to be you to decide in your own time frame and in your own time that you spend with this other individual that you're going to be able to determine whether it really is love. But the other thing of importance is sex. If there's sex early on and you don't give it that time of being just friends and hanging out together and understanding and getting to know one another, you got to have the same core beliefs. You got to have the same core values.
Right.
If you don't have those two, you're not going to have a lasting relationship.
That's another main thing to look for is like I said, they move very fast. Their timetable, they jump. They walk in the door, and next thing you know, 1 or 2 days, or immediately, they don't, they don't pass go. They don't. They roll the dice and go straight to the bedroom. I mean, it's like, why do they do that? Why rush a relationship so fast? Why? Because they know that at some point or another that the mask, they're going to be revealed for what they are, and they want to have that what I call the ingraining of the lie already ingrained within you, it's a form of brainwashing. They, and the ultimate, mind-boggling, gaslighting, whatever you want to call it, it is manipulating your mind to the nth degree, to where you are betwixt. You are very confused, because your mind wants it to be like it was in the beginning, when they were wooing you, and like Elaine said, they were love bombing you. They were you were experiencing the chameleon effect, where, and trust me, they can read you a mile away. They can read me a mile away. Exactly who I want, what I want, and it's like, the best way to combat that is, if he or she seems too good to be true, they are.
And another key aspect is, like, another red flag is that they'll do a side insult, meaning they'll come around from behind, or they'll even just straight on insult you, and then they'll say, "Oh, I'm joking."
Yes. I'm so glad you brought that up, because the other day I was thinking about that and I forgot to write it down. Is behind every joke, or within every joke, there's a bit of truth. And don't think there's not. Behind every joke, it's like these guys that, they talk about their wife or their girlfriend, and they're like, about her weight or her appearance or whatever, when they look like a bale of hay shot out of a cannon themselves, and they're like, "Oh, baby, just joking." I'm like, "No, you weren't, you jerk. You weren't joking. There's some truth to that, or you wouldn't have said it." And don't do that to the person you're with, because yeah, you may get a few laughs, but it's not worth it to hurt, and it does hurt. It does hurt. And it's like I have been in relationships with people, with women like that thought that they would get a few laughs. And I'll just say, when you play with fire, you get burned. And so
I'm glad that you brought up females. The female narcissist, she will use sex to have authority over the man. She is usually in a position, or placed in a position, that she can do that. She has power over men. She has power of position, just like the male. She can be an executive. She can be a business owner. She can be in an authoritative position. She could be a fireman. She could be a police person. She could be, whatever. But it's usually tied to money. A lot of it from female aspect is tied to money. She's got that power. She's got that control. And a female narcissist can be the exact same, manipulative, and have all the characteristics of, what a narcissist is. Be very egotistical and self-absorbed and self-centered, and they also make derogatory remarks, and then just say, "Oh, I really didn't mean it," or "Oh, I'm just joking," or whatever. And you can't do that. Some of the other red flags are ghosting. They will be talking in a relationship with you, and all of a sudden you don't hear from them. And then you start wondering, where are they? You start wondering what's going on. And you're not getting text messages. You're not getting phone calls. You call them, it goes straight to voicemail. All these things. And it's just, you're just like, okay, what's going on in this relationship? But the thing is, they have total control over the relationship. And then when they do pop up again after a week or two, or however long it is, they'll say, "Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? What's going on? Who are your friends? Why won't you hear? I need proof, you know, or I'm just going to leave. And you have such unsettling feelings inside of you because you want that relationship to work out. You know, you've put time and effort and everything into it, and you don't understand why it's not working out. Why aren't they interested in me anymore? Because they've been interested in me for the last 6 months. So why is it that all of a sudden they're disinterested in me? And when you question them, well, where have you been? Then they go on defense because they feel that they're attacked.
Yeah, because they're guilty.
Yeah.
Ask them where they've been.
Yeah, I've learned a long time ago that when you point your finger at somebody, you're pointing 3 back at yourself. You know, you can be very, they can be very accusatory, and all you're trying to do is be a good person, a good girl, so to speak, you know, for them. Sometimes narcissists in relationships with women, male to women, they'll have a daddy complex, or the female will have a daddy complex.
Now that is a very, very important fact, is most narcissist men, they search for women who have daddy issues, who never had a father, or their father was absent, or their father was abusive. You can rest assured that if you fall in that category, you are going, not everyone, but if you have had any kind of issues with your father, if you doubted his love for you, if you were abused, maybe not by your father, but by a male figure, in your family, or someone that you look, you are going to attract narcissists like nobody's business. I mean, they view you like a predator views prey. And I'm not sure how, but it's like most of the time they can sense that. It's like they can smell the doubt and the fear and the insecurity. And what do? They feel that. But it's all false. It's all lies. They only feel it because they want you to accept them so they can take everything you have away from you.
Right.
Which is the ultimate evil.
And they want to seclude you. So they don't want you to have relationships with your family. They don't want you to have relationships with your friends. And why? Is because they don't want you telling them what's going on in your relationship with them. Because they know that mask will be lifted off and the true self will be revealed. And then what are they going to do? Then they have to have to backpedal and go back to the beginning and then try to smooth things over. You know, back to, oh, baby, I love you, and, you know we're going to work out. And another thing is that they talk about marriage really, really quickly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they're wanting to hook you. They're wanting to hook you quick. Because if they can get you to marry them quickly, then the quicker they can, it's really bad, but the quicker they can cheat on you, and the quicker they do that, the more accepting of it you'll be. Because let's face it, if they wait to cheat on you, or if they wait to begin abusing you or ignoring you or gaslighting you or doing all these things, if they wait, say, a year, 2 years, 6 months, when they do it, you're going to recognize it right away. You're going to say, hey, there's something wrong. They're not acting like themselves.
Right.
That's why that they do it immediately. I mean, like right out in the open, in front of your face, like, here I am, take me or leave me. And I am amazed at how many men and women that I've talked to that they accept this. They accept this because it's like, I'm asking them, are you serious? Do you think that if you kick their ass to the curb, like yesterday's garbage, which is what they are, that you're not going to find somebody else? I mean, really? Don't let somebody treat you like that. And narcissists can actually be dangerous. I mean, there have been instances where they've gotten violent, where they have hurt, and it's not just men hurting women. I mean, it's women hurting men too.
Well, in my instance, you know what happened with me. So he hired a private investigator to follow me around, and when it involved one of my children, one of my sons, my sons are grown adults. It's, who is he? Is he moving in with you? Who is that? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he described the clothes that he was wearing.
That's creepy.
The color of his hair, and what he looked like, and how much he weighed, and how tall he was. And when he first mentioned the first characteristic, I was out my door, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? And he was like, yeah, I know everything. And it instills this fear in you that's like, wow, he really is watching me. He really is borderline psychotic. He really is. Why did he hire a private investigator? I'm telling him the truth. And it makes you second guess yourself. And that's part of the gaslighting, is you constantly second guessing yourself.
That's exactly what they want you to do. They are attracted. They are attracted to women or to people with the least bit of self-doubt, whether or not you doubt yourself or you're insecure in any way. Even if you're not and they think you are, they're drawn to you because they can exploit that. And they are very skilled at increasing your self-doubt by, like Elaine said, they do it in subtle ways. It's like, the joking, the joke that's really a serious message to you.
But they ask you questions that are normal questions that you ask in a new relationship. They just take the information and they extrapolate it to fit what they need in order to reel you in even more. Like, when was the last time you were in a relationship? That's a normal question. What happened in the relationship that you're no longer in? I mean, why did y'all break up? That's another normal question. How are you now? Are you ready to date again? Are you ready, for... Sometimes they'll say, well, I know mine was like, are you ready for a romance? Are you ready for somebody to treat you like a queen? Are you ready for, this or that? And what he's doing is gathering information, or they are gathering information, and they're, like Shay mentioned earlier, they're brainwashing you, or they're training or retraining the way that you think about things, and the way that you think about the relationships. And what they do is, they think that they instill this ideology that you're never going to find anyone else.
That's right.
That they're it.
That they're the great white hope, or the great last hope, that you'll ever have. Yeah. Don't buy the hype.
They're all that and a bag of chips and another sandwich on the side.
Right.
And it's like, you can't be... You definitely have to have barriers up, and you definitely have to be able to understand the red flags, that are thrown whenever a narcissist comes knocking, so to speak. it's just way too fast, too quick. That's definitely the biggest one. And then, just talking about secluding you, getting you away from your friends and family, talking about, it's just everything is too good to be true, meaning that, it's just perfect. It's just a perfect man for me, and what they've done is they have studied behaviors, they have studied people, they've studied, there's degrees in behavioral modification, and that's basically what they're doing, is they're modifying their behavior to suit your needs, wants, and desires of reeling you in to something that is so toxic and so traumatizing when the end happens. And at that point, you have to rebuild yourself. And how do you rebuild yourself? When it's difficult, speaking in my situation, it was difficult because he did all these things, and then how long was it, Shane? 6 months?
About 6 months.
Yeah, it took me about 6 months to just constantly talking to my friends and psychoanalyzing every little detail. And then every time that for the last, was a year or so, every time we would talk about this person, he would pop up. And he would either call.
He probably had hacked your devices and was probably listening to you the whole time. I mean, let's face it, if he hired a private detective. Yeah. And one thing that I want to say, because this guy was successful. I mean, he had money. I mean, he was successful. Most or a lot of narcissists are. They are CEOs. They walk around. They wear the
I call it
the very nice clothes, but they damn sure have the. It's not a true confidence, but they can project this false portrayal of confidence to where most people are like, gosh, they're so powerful that they're actually a total ass.
Well, arrogant.
Arrogant to the point of being a total ass. I mean, to being rude, to where it's like, how many CEOs, how many people like that have you seen to where you're like, man, they really don't care about anybody but themselves, a.k.a. a narcissist,
And the narcissist is different than just a selfish person. I mean, it takes all of these characteristics to go together in order to form a narcissist. And it's not just a person that's just self-absorbed. It's a person that is egocentric and has the methods and the means to be able to do anything they want. And we're growing right now. We're growing like a whole generation of narcissists in the making. It's really crazy because they're self-centered. They expect everything to be handed to them. They're very elitist. I call it the peacock syndrome, where this person puffs out their chest and they present this image to everybody else. That they're so in control over everything and everybody and every little detail. And then when it comes down to reality, everything is based on their insecurities.
And that's just it. They are insecure. They are deathly afraid that they're that everything that
they've projected
that they're projecting will be made known to be the lie that it is, and that their mask will be taken off. And that's just it. All of their power, all the power they have, is within the mask, within their ability to be the chameleon, to portray themselves as what your dream person.
Right. They want to keep up that masquerade.
That's right.
And that's why we named it Really Dead, was because they do hide behind the mask. They do hide behind, like I said, a kind of the peacock syndrome. They hide behind these masks, and they present this image. And going back to, these individuals are people who you have to think about 6 months to a year after the relationship was over, they were still texting, they were still calling from different numbers, they were, because I blocked everything, and so they were still engaging in conversation to try to lure me back in. And I finally just put my foot down and said no, and blocked everything that I could possibly think of.
That's what you have to do, is you have to block them on every access point they have to reach you. I'm talking Messenger, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you have. Change your phone number if you have to, or block them on your phone, but do not allow them any access to you. And even then, they're probably going to find a way to contact you and harass you, or just to let you know, hey, I can still reach you,
Well, they could come over.
Yeah, well, that would be a bad idea.
That would be a bad idea.
Let them know that would be a bad idea. But they will go to extreme lengths. Like there's been some that, and watch this very, very closely, is if you suspect that someone is a narcissist and you have children living with you, or even adult children, and they start immediately becoming like your son or your daughter's best friend. Watch that, because what will happen is they will use that against you, as if you tell them, you're gone, I don't want to see you anymore. They're like, well, I'm friends with your son, we're good friends, and they'll turn your very children against you, which would please them nothing more, because they enjoy creating that drama. They enjoy being the creators of that pain, and that's evil. That's my definition of evil, is doing just that. And when you take someone that has the money, they have the means, they have the connections, and they're a narcissist, they can literally destroy your life in ways that you don't even want to imagine. I mean, that's why that most, or I should say a lot of politicians, are narcissists. I mean, let's face it, they are.
Yeah, they're in a powerful position, and they're above the law, so to speak.
They are above the law. That's the truth. I mean, they are above the law, and there's certain politicians, like, you're not going to tell me that Hillary Clinton is not a narcissist.
Right.
And, President Trump. Hey, look, he's a narcissist. I mean, he's not, I'm not saying that it's good or bad. I mean, that's just, he has that personality that he's going to win at all costs. Now, I'm not getting political. I'm not speaking bad about either one, and I kind of regret even bringing up political.
What's up with that?
Bringing up politicians, because I try to steer very clear of that completely. But I am neutral on that. So I wasn't saying that they were good or bad, because narcissists in certain areas, I'm not talking about relationships, and if you disagree with me, then please let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. But Elaine, do you agree or disagree that in some cases, in some positions of power, not a relationship, but you would want someone, it sounds weird, but you would want someone that had that narcissist attitude or whatever to be in that position?
Well, being in the field that I was in for 10 years or so, I would meet very powerful individuals who had the methods and the means to be able to do whatever they wanted to do. And they really wanted to be coddled to, But with that being said, it's men or women who are in those powerful positions, whenever they, how can I put it? Whenever they are in that position, they will utilize that position to the nth degree to get what they want. And it doesn't matter if they destroy you or not.
Well, I'm not necessarily talking about destroying.
No, but politically, they're going to do whatever they want to do to be able to get what they want.
And I take that back. A narcissist really is not a good choice to have anywhere.
No, I mean,
because even if they are in a position of power, yes, they're going to act like that they're acting in your best interest, but at their core level, they're going to be sure and protect themselves.
right.
It's all about them. So I was mistaken. So please scratch that.
So the reason why I wanted to start out with narcissists on the first one back was because I had several people that reached out to me, and they said, will you cover more on the narcissist? Will you, cover that topic again? And I'm sure it's going to bring up. We'll bring up narcissists in the future, definitely. But
yes.
I have been requested to bring that back, to start back over again, and to have that as the first kind of show that we were doing. So I reached out to Shane. There's several friends of mine who, for lack of a better word, we've been discussing narcissism. We've been discussing past relationships with them, and a friend of mine just texted me and said, a psychopath is better in the government position.
Exactly, and it's really creepy. But hey, Mona, she said she's here for about 10 minutes. So glad you were able to join us. Yes, a psychopath is completely. They're what I call the 1%ers. They're in the 1% club. Very, very rare. Very wow. I mean, it would be a whole nother show or a series of shows to even get into a psychopath. But needless to say, the psychopath is very meticulous, very very calm, collected, to where the sociopath is what many people mistakenly believe is the psychopath. They're disorganized. They don't have it. They're messy. They don't have everything together. The psychopath has plan B, plan C, plan D already planned. I mean, they are flawless.
Methodical.
They're very methodical, and you've probably met a psychopath in your lifetime and never known it. Hell, you might be sitting next to one right now, Elaine. You never know.
Who would that be, Shane?
But they're very, very Well, think about Hannibal Lecter. I mean, it's like, he's a fictional character, but was based on a real person. Ridley Scott, or Thomas Harris wrote, based him on a real character, and this guy was very, very meticulous. I mean, very methodical, and didn't make many mistakes in his, I think it was like 30 years of practicing, and he was a doctor, and but even a psychopath, much less a narcissist and sociopath, they always make a mistake, and it's usually a small one. It's usually a small mistake that reveals them, or they get caught, doing what they do. And but we will also discuss the details about having a narcissistic parent, maybe even both parents being narcissistic, which would be my idea of a hell on earth, because they're always going to be battling against each other, and you're going to be in the middle. Or having a narcissistic child.
Right.
And a lot of people say, well, a child can't be a narcissist. I mean, they're not old enough to really know. Oh, yes, they can. I mean, in my opinion, they can. It's like when you look into a child's eyes, maybe they're 10, 12 years old. There's just this, in some children, I'm not saying all, but in some children it's rare, but there's this like inherent, like, I'm better than you, do not mess with me, even at that age, and that's pretty creepy. It's
Usually starts earlier than that.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to go there, but
I
yeah. Well, I'm glad you did. Like at 5 years old. I mean, I've had 5-year-old kids that have like looked at me, and it's like they didn't say a word, just the way they looked at me, and I'm like, damn, are you serious? I mean, it's like I felt like, that all they want for Christmas is my soul,
Right.
And
But it's, if you want us to cover certain topics, please get a hold of myself or Shane, or our email is Shane and Elaine podcast.
Yep. At gmail.com. Shane and Elaine podcast at gmail.com. And yes, you can contact us, and
You can Facebook message us.
we will also talk about and discuss domestic violence, anything and everything. We will discuss what affects you, even those topics that other people or other shows they won't discuss. Let us know. We'll discuss it, because if it affects you, then it matters, because you matter. And
we do believe in privacy, so we won't. I mean, for me, I don't share people's names because
neither.
Because it's just not proper protocol. I know I said that in the beginning. Secondly, this is just our life experiences. For me, it's my life experiences that I've gone through, or others around me have gone through, and so we've talked and had discussions about these happenings between, relationships, what happens, what they went through, what I've gone through, and so just kind of I've compiled things together and then present it to y'all. These are your relationships. You do what you need to do in order to make yourself happy in life.
Absolutely.
Because nobody else can. It's you and only you. And if you have relationships to where, if you're happy, then stay in it. If not, then that's your choice.
That's right.
We're just trying to present a non-clinical way of talking about relationships that might help someone. And if we help one person, then it's great.
And just to make sure that to make this clear, is I I have no degrees, no training in behavioral science, psychology, counseling, or anything like that. It's all I have talked with. I have counseled people for like 27 years, which makes me feel old, but never, taken any training or anything, which to me really helps me, because I'm not locked into a box. I'm not, there's no guideline that I must follow, which allows me to really look at, to really analyze everything and be free to do so. But
we've said it's a school from hard knocks.
Yeah, experience. The three things that matter most. I mean, experience is the best teacher. Unless you've gone through something, it's very difficult to help someone else through it, secondhand knowledge. I mean, but you can also feel free. I have a Facebook group that's called the Spiritual Advancement Society. It is not it's not you don't have to be a religious person to join, but it's about spirituality. It's about growth. It's about bettering yourself, building yourself up, your core self-esteem, and things like we're talking about, like the narcissist, being on the lookout for the narcissist. And that's the Spiritual Advancement Society. You can look it up on YouTube. And also my podcast, the Texarcist Live. Be sure and catch that if you're interested in the unexplained and paranormal and shows like that. So I appreciate you.
Lots of science.
Yeah, lots of science. I like quantum supremacy that was just supposedly achieved by Google and things like that. And but please check out the Spiritual Advancement Society and the Texarcist podcast, and tune in next Sunday. And we will be on time next Sunday at 8 with the relationship advice. So that's all I have to say. Elaine, do you have anything to add? Or
No, not really. I mean, just, reach out to us if you want something covered, a specific topic, and we'll cover it. Shane and I do a lot of research online to back everything that we have to say as well. So we're not giving, false information out there.
Right. That's the last thing we want to do.
Yeah.
And and if we can't help you, or we can't answer your question, we'll find someone who can. That's our promise to you.
The
So
important thing is just to reach out to someone that you feel comfortable enough talking with.
yes, exactly. Most assuredly, yes. Do not hold it in. I mean, don't be completely open, and but there's people that have so much they're holding inside that they need to and want to let go of, just to share with somebody. And like I said, you can share anonymously. You don't have to give your name or anything, and we'll be more than happy to listen and give you advice on whatever topic, whatever problems that you're facing. But anyway, well, that's all I have to say until
Thank you, everybody in
next
the chat
time.
room.
And I guess we'll say good night from Texas. Love and light to you all. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.